YouTube, what's going on? It's Jamar again, Vegas Sense back at y'all. And I'm gonna do another review here on another Alexandria fragrance that I have here. And this one is gonna be Royal Equestrian. So Royal Equestrian is Alexandria Fragrance's take on Parfums de Marley's Layton. So it's classified as a fresh, spicy, aromatic, warm, spicy, woody type scent, and just right off the cap, when you smell this, you get like that blast of like cinnamon, or not cinnamon. I'm sorry, blast of citrus. You get that along with some of the spices that are in this, and just looking at Fragrantica. It just says spices here, so it doesn't say, I guess, what particular spices this thing has. It does smell like it has cinnamon in it, I would say for sure. Maybe even like some cardamom or coriander, I can't really tell. But you get the citruses, the apple for sure, and then the spices. Okay, and then once this kind of dries down on you, then that's when you start getting into like the vanilla, the woody notes, and even like the amber. So this particular fragrance, I would have to say right now, for like the fall and winter, this is definitely like signature scent worthy. And I think I'm gonna start wearing it a lot more around this time. It's definitely cool enough out here in Vegas to where you can wear something like this. It's about 60 to 70 degrees outside every day. So I mean, this really goes well with that. And it hasn't really been like super windy or breezy. But I think this would definitely do good on like a really breezy type day, because it's fresh, but it's still heavy enough to where it would really do good in the in the cold weather. So I really do enjoy this fragrance a lot, like a lot. I went over to my ex-girlfriend's house last night, and I sprayed about, I want to say 4.5 sprays or so of this on, and we were just kind of like just cuddling in the bed or whatnot, and she was like, "Man, you smell good." And I mean, I've worn fragrances around girls, a lot actually, either when they've come over to my place or if I'm going over to theirs. And I mean, I've worn, YSL La Nuit de L'Homme, Versace Dylan Blue, Dior Sauvage, Acqua di Gio Profumo, Creed Ventus. And I've never really gotten complimented with wearing any of those. But she was definitely like all in my chest, like smelling my chest. I could tell. So this one, you'll get compliments with this. I haven't smelled the original Layton, so I can't really say how close this is to it. But I would say that this is definitely a great scent on its own. And I mean, typically with the fragrances that I've smelled from Alexandria Fragrances, they typically seem to be at least about 90% similar to like whatever fragrance they're inspired by. So I would say even if this is like just 90% close to Layton, this is definitely worth the money. This is a 2-ounce bottle, so this goes for the prices actually went up by about $3 on all of their bottles. So this one used to be $59.99. Now it's like $62.99. $62.99 plus shipping. Normally shipping for me is about $7 and some change. So, just under $70, with this particular fragrance here. But it's definitely worth it. And even if you were to get two of these bottles, get 120 ml, you'll still pay a lot less than what you would pay for Parfums de Marley's Layton in a 4.2 ounce bottle. So I think that's something to definitely consider, when looking at this. And again, I would say even if this is just 90% close to Layton, just the price difference alone, it still makes it worth it for you to purchase this fragrance, okay? And you can wear it a lot more often, maybe go, with more sprays if you want, because it is a cheaper fragrance. Now, just because it's a cheaper fragrance doesn't mean that this thing doesn't perform. I typically get, whenever I spray this on me, I get at least about 14 hours or more, okay? So this is something that you don't need to reapply this at all. You spray this on and you're good until you either take a shower or you wash your clothes, okay? So this is something that will stay on your clothes for a while, even after spraying it on. And it's something that I'm starting to definitely prefer over some of my other, kind of winter, fall, spicier type fragrances. So I definitely prefer this one over Hugo Boss Bottle Intense Eau de Parfum. Both of these have apple in them. I want to say both have vanilla, both have cinnamon, I believe. The difference though is with the Boss Bottle, it's not as fresh as the Royal Equestrian, okay? So it's more of like a creamier type scent, but it's weird because this one doesn't seem as heavy as this one is, even though it's supposed to be more so like a fresher type scent. This still, I kind of feel like has like some, it kind of has some weight to it, I feel like. This one, when I spray this on me, it's there. Like I get really good longevity out of it. I get 12 plus hours with this, but it's like a really, really soft projection. Okay, like sometimes I really have to kind of dig into my shirt just to smell and make sure that it's still there. So again, even though this is a really, really good scent, I really like it. This one I would say is a tad bit spicier than the Royal Equestrian, but it's just, I don't know, for whatever reason, it just doesn't really give me the projection that I would like, with this type of fragrance on me. But again, longevity, I get 12 plus hours with this one easily. I also prefer the Royal Equestrian over another fragrance that I just got, which is Victor and Ross Spice Bomb. So Spice Bomb, this one definitely is a little bit more on the fresher side as well, but this one is considerably more sweeter, I would say, and more spicier. Okay. This one does give off pretty decent projection. I wouldn't say as heavy as this one, but it still gives off pretty decent projection. And the longevity on this one is also pretty good. Like I would say, at least 12 to 14 hours plus. Okay. So I think it really, it would all just kind of depend on your personal preference, as far as what type of fragrance you like to wear, or which one of these you would choose. But for sure, I would say this one beats those other two as far as using this for like a signature scent easily. It easily beats it because it's a better smelling scent, in my opinion. The apple is done better, I would say, than the apple in the Boss Bottle. I haven't looked at the notes for Spice Bomb yet, so I'm not 100% sure if Spice Bomb has apple in it or not. I don't think it does. But Man, the apple in this, it's like a really, really sweet, I would say really sweet, juicy green apple is what this smells like. Mixed with like vanilla and citrus and spices. So it's just a really, really good combo. And like I said, once this dries down on you, it kind of turns into, more of like a woody, spicy type scent. So this is really an amazing fragrance, really amazing. Now, if you already own Parfums de Marley's Layton, I don't know if you necessarily would need to get this, unless maybe if you were just trying to save from having to use that particular bottle. But I would say anybody that has not smelled Parfums de Marley's Layton, that just wants a really good smelling fragrance, should absolutely have this in their collection. This is not something that I feel like you'll smell on a lot of people, only because most people, that might have a couple fragrances here and there, have probably never heard of Parfums de Marley, don't ever plan on spending $300+ on a fragrance. So a lot of people won't really be walking around smelling like this, okay? So I would definitely pick this up. You'll smell amazing, you'll stand out, you'll get compliments for sure with this one, okay? So just on an overall score for this one, I would give this one at least a 9 out of 10 for sure. Maybe a 9.5, but at least a 9 out of 10. This is really, really good stuff. And I would say it's tied with my favorite fragrance from Alexandria Fragrances, between this and Brasilia, because I love the scent of Creta Ventus, and I feel like that particular scent, it pretty much nails it right on the head. So I wear that one a lot. I haven't been wearing it, as it's gotten cooler, because I've been wearing more so like spicier, kind of sweeter type scents. But yeah, this is like amazing. It really is. Okay, so go to alexandriafragrances.com. Go ahead and look through the original creations. Go ahead and look through the inspirations. But for sure, pick up a bottle of this. This is blind buy worthy. I would say pick up the 2-ounce bottle, because a 30 ml of this, I think you'll go through it pretty quick. I haven't been wearing this every day, and I bought it in, I want to say about July or August or so. So it was too hot for me to really wear it during that time. But you can see I've used a pretty decent amount of this. Okay, this is really, really good stuff. Okay, go ahead and pick it up. I'll see y'all in the next video.